Hello guys, welcome to an exciting video today. Today I'm going to be doing a video on awkward things that happens to pretty much everybody, or almost everybody. First on the list, buying condoms in public places like Walmart or some type of store is really freaking awkward, especially if they're magnums. Because if you go into, like, let's say a grocery store or some type of store and you're buying condoms, then instantly you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy these. And they always ask you the same thing every time. They're like, is that all you're getting? Like, what are they saying when they say that? Are they saying that you need more condoms? You're like, oh, yeah, I just need to go get some more condoms. I just need like fucking hundreds of condoms. No, this is all I need, is like 50 condoms or whatever. Like, you give them a box of condoms, like, is this it? Is this all you're getting? Why do they say that every time you buy condoms at any store? They've always said that to me. They're always like, is this all you're getting? It's so freaking awkward. But it's not as awkward as my second thing, which is buying lube. Buying lube at anywhere is always really awkward because they're gonna think either two things. One, you're gonna go have anal sex, or two, you're using it to masturbate. So then it's just so awkward when you buy lube at anywhere. If you buy lube anywhere, it's so awkward. If you smell bad. If you smell or you stink, it's so awkward because no one will tell you. No one will be like, yeah, you smell like shit. Like, no one says that. No one. They don't even tell you, and then you smell bad all day long. And then when you realize that you smell bad, then you're like, oh, that's awkward. If you have a burger from your nose hanging out, so awkward. It's probably happened to almost everyone at least once. And once again, like, no one really tells you. Like, most of the day you just have like fucking snot just coming out of your nose. No one will tell you that you have snot hanging out of your nose. And then one of your friends will be like, hey dude, and you're like, what? They're like, you have snot hanging out of your nose. And then you're like, really awkward. Another awkward thing that happens is if you have crumbs on your face. Like if you're eating a muffin or a donut or toast or grilled cheese, I don't know. Something that has crumbs in it, then you have crumbs all over your face. It's really awkward because like, you're just like, everyone's just like, you have crumbs all over your face and everyone's like, that guy is a slob. He is a slob. That person is a slob, and it's like really awkward. Now for the top most awkward things that everyone deals with. Number 2, taking a shit in a public bathroom. Taking a poop in a public bathroom is so incredibly awkward, and no one ever talks about it. No one ever talks about how awkward it is, but it's incredibly awkward. Reason it's incredibly awkward is because you're sitting there in the stall, just like, you know, about to take a shit, and then someone is in the stall right beside you about to take a shit, and you're just like, oh god, oh god, oh god, and you don't want to take a shit. The reason you don't want to take a shit is because it'll make that, like, sound. That sound, you know, the sound? Yeah, it'll make that sound, and then the person beside you is like, oh, that guy's taking a shit. Well, obviously you're taking a shit. You're in a stall in a public bathroom. What else would you be doing? But for some reason, it's just incredibly awkward to take a shit because of that noise, and because it's just so incredibly awkward. Because you're with a complete stranger most of the time, and you're taking a shit beside a complete stranger, and you're like not even not even that far apart. Like, you're so close together. There's just a wall just beside you, but there's like a wall, but it's incredibly, like, there's a hole. It's just like a little small little. It's like a freaking board. A board is in front of you, and it's just not that much space apart, and you're taking a shit, and it's incredibly awkward. Number 1 most awkward thing is taking a piss in a public bathroom. So incredibly awkward. My friend told me a story about how he was in a public bathroom once, and he was taking a piss beside this other guy in the urinals or whatever, and this guy made a really weird noise when he was taking a piss. Apparently he was like, ooh, or something weird like that. And my friend did the number 1 thing you should not do in a public bathroom when you're pissing, is he looked in the eye of that guy. He literally stared the guy in the eye while they're pissing, which is incredibly awkward. And it's just, the reason he looked at him is because he made a weird noise. He's like, what the fuck? But you shouldn't do that because it's incredibly awkward. Pissing in public bathrooms is incredibly the most top, number 1 most awkward thing that everybody goes through. Because, like, how awkward is that to be standing right beside somebody and taking a piss, and they know you're taking a piss, you know they're taking a piss. Like, it's just weird. I don't know why. It's just really awkward.
The special channel for you special little souls. You're watching Eric Light. Hope you enjoy the show.